On today's Arizona Daily Mix, move over chocolate and make room for French macarons this Valentine's Day.
Oui, and as we focus on wellness in the new year, forget the couch. Saddle up for a different kind of therapy.
Plus, as students wrap up their college applications, we'll talk to an expert about whether you should or shouldn't submit your test scores. We've got that and a whole lot more, and it all starts right, hold on.
When?
Now.
Good morning. It is a beautiful day in Arizona. Welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'm Teresa Strasser.
And I'm Brad Perry. Thanks for joining us here on the CW7 Arizona. Now, Teresa, you strike me as a good test taker.
Yes,
Were you?
that is accurate. I'm not good at very many things. I'm just going to be honest. I'm an excellent parallel parker. Yeah. I know people make fun of my parking, but if I have to parallel park in a tight spot.
You know what we wanted to do? I'm sorry, we're going to change the whole subject now because we're going to talk about test scores. We're going to talk about parking. But we wanted to do a test between you and I with
Who's
the
better?
Brady Bunch egg.
Okay.
Remember the Brady Bunch
Yes.
egg where they had to do the parking and whoever and
Yes.
they knocked the egg over? What do you think?
Look, when I'm under pressure, okay, I grew up in San Francisco on a hill like this, and there'd be a tiny parking place. You have to wedge your car in there. I can do that, and also I'm good at taking tests. That's it. You're good at like a million things. I'm good at two things.
You know, I'm good at parallel parking because I lived in Chicago too.
Yep.
And actually one week I got to use a real Hummer from the movie that we were working on.
Okay.
And I got to take
giant-
it home. So I had to learn how to parallel park a Hummer in Chicago, which was really good. But test taking, I am not the best. I'm terrible at it. I had to do verbal actually with the teachers because they figured out I couldn't take it written.
Well, we're actually going to get into that later on in the show because I interviewed a test expert and I actually was surprised by a lot of what he had to say. So stay tuned for that. Now, if you bomb a test, how do you feel better? You eat, okay? That's what you do. You eat sweets.
There you go.
Like macaron.
Macarons. Hey, take a look how French macarons may just be love at first bite.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Manda's Max Bakery.
If you are looking for homemade French macarons and homemade ice cream, look no further than Manda's Max Bakery. And with me is Amanda, the owner, the chef, everything behind it all. Can you tell me a little bit about what made you want to start it?
Sure. So, real talk, I was living and working in San Francisco in national commercial escrow, and it was just not for me. I was drowning in emails, and I would stress bake all the time. And I decided that I wanted a challenge. Cakes and cookies weren't enough for me. And 9 tries later, a flipped table, here we are.
Exactly. It's all about process elimination. And so there's something so special about what you do because it's unlike anything else in the industry. You're all natural. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. So one of my foremost tenets is local and organic wherever I can. So I only use Kerrygold butter in my Swiss meringue buttercreams. I try to use only local eggs wherever I can. To let the ingredients speak for themselves is really the key to the cookie as opposed to drowning in sugar.
And so with that, in your backyard, you have so many fruit trees that are producing a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, and it's been an early harvest this year, which is great. So I picked some fresh oranges yesterday, I juiced them, and I made some homemade ice cream. So the cookies, the macarons, only use egg whites as the leavening agent. So I'm left over with a whole bunch of yolks, and it feels like a sin to throw away perfectly good local yolks. So I've started making ice cream as an additional product to minimize waste.
Use it all. And so in front of us we have the macarons. Can you explain the process of making them?
Oh yeah, sure. So it takes me about 5 hours to bake a double batch. It starts with boiling sugar, building a meringue, developing something called a macronage, which is this stage of folding the meringue into the almond flour. You're looking for a specific consistency of a ribbon-like quality off the spatula. And then endless piping.
So should we dive into that?
Sure.
Okay.
So I have a piping bag filled with our vanilla, our Swiss meringue buttercream here. That is a bourbon Madagascar vanilla bean Swiss meringue buttercream. It's a bit of a double entendre.
Wow.
So I have them paired up for you, a top and a bottom. So these two and these two.
Okay.
And you just want to hold it above the cookie and like just squeeze as best as you can. A nice dollop, a little bit more. Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, go for it. Perfect. Nice.
And so if someone wants to come and check you out, where can they find you, of course?
So predominantly at farmers markets. I am at the Carefree Farmers Markets on Friday mornings from 8 to 1. And then every other Saturday at Arrowhead right over at the 75th and the 101. So from 9 to 1, excuse me.
And then your social media for people.
Yep, at Manda's Max and at mandasmaxbakery.com is me.
That's amazing. Okay, we're gonna dive in. We're gonna continue
Sure.
piping some macarons.
So these two right here, and then I'll start to see.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Manda's Max Bakery.
From macarons to flapjacks, we'll get a taste of the original pancake house. That's later in the show.
But first, see how to reset your health for the new year with one simple habit. Start now.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Bonafide Health, Belvita, Robitussin, and Eggland's Best.
Many of us start the new year with big health goals: eat better, move more, and stress less. But how do we build habits that actually last? Well, I recently got some tips from registered dietitian and nutrition expert Mia Sen. Good morning, Mia. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Well, it is January, and a lot of people are looking to reset their healthy traditions, but some of them are making mistakes. What are the biggest mistakes people make when they say they're going to reset in January?
Yeah, so people try to change everything, and I'm guilty of this as well. Research shows that it's really those small, sustainable changes that actually stick. And this applies to women's health as well, especially during menopause and perimenopause. Instead of chasing those quick fixes, look for options that are backed by science. And I recommend Bonafide. They have led the menopause space with their hormone and prescription-free options that are grounded in research. Their product Reverie provides powerful relief from dryness and discomfort, helping to restore everyday comfort and support intimacy. You can find it on their website and in Target stores nationwide.
Yeah, okay. All right. And then also, I liked what you said about not doing it all at one time, but taking your time and doing things. So what's one habit that people can actually start doing to build into an everyday habit?
Yes, so my tip is to start the day with breakfast. Now, it doesn't need to be perfect. You just need fuel. And that small step can really help support all-day energy, focus, and mood. And I encourage people to anchor wellness to something they already do, like drinking coffee in the morning. So pairing your coffee with Belvita breakfast biscuits, it makes it super easy. They're made to provide that steady, sustained energy, so you're not crashing mid-morning, and they fit naturally into an everyday ritual. And Belvita is tapping into coffee culture right now, encouraging people to make that pairing part of their routine, because we know that when a habit feels automatic, it becomes part of our lifestyle rather than something on our to-do list.
I like that, because my trainer said, Brad, just grab one of these in the morning and you're going to be fine getting through the rest of the day. See, I like that. I'm hearing from someone else saying it's okay to have one. I like it. All right.
Perfect.
Let's talk cold and flu season, because that right there can knock anybody out of their regular routine. So what do you suggest to make sure we are staying a little healthy during that time?
Yes, well, this time of year, coughs can feel unavoidable, especially in packed spaces like workplaces and schools. And we know that when one hits, it doesn't just slow you down, it really affects everyone around you. And that's why being prepared with a smart wellness plan is, a smart thing to do. And I recommend Robitussin. It's a great tool to have on hand because it delivers that fast, powerful cough relief when you need it the most. It soothes in seconds, and the cough relief lasts for hours, helping you feel better quickly so that you can stay on track with your day. And when you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of others. Managing those symptoms early can help stop the spread and protect the people around you.
There you go. I like that, making sure we're staying healthy in that good way. Okay, this is something I said I was going to do, and that was starting to swap the bad food for some healthy food that I can actually do myself. So what suggestions do you have?
Yes, well, staying consistent with healthy eating can feel impossible when life gets busy. I'm right there with you. And that's why those simple food swaps can really make a big difference. And I love the Eggland's Best hard-cooked peeled eggs for that reason. They are a source of high-quality protein. They're completely grab and go, no prep, stress, or extra time needed. Eat them as a snack, throw them in a salad, add them to a sandwich. They really make it easy to choose something nourishing, even on your busiest days.
There you go. All right, we've got everything we need right there. So where can we find more information about everything?
For more, you can head to my website, nutritionbymia.com.
Perfect. Mia, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Bonafide Health, Belvita, Robitussin, and Eggland's Best.
Coming up, we hear about how animals provide comfort, and we see how horses can heal. That's next.
Huzzah! The Renaissance Festival is back for its 38th year in Arizona. It's over 50 acres of fun for the whole family, and the CWC Arizona wants to send you there free with a family pack of 4 tickets. Every weekend there's something new with live entertainment, shops, artisans, and so much more. Fun and adventure awaits at the Renaissance Festival. Log on to the cw7az.com/win and enter today. Huzzah!
Healing. It does not always happen in an office. Sometimes it happens on a horse. Check out this incredible spot in Chino Valley. I'm going to be honest, I love therapy, all kinds of therapy, but I've never seen therapists that are as cute as Cowboy, Miko, and Rocky, because we are talking about equine therapy. And Jan, come on in. Jan is an expert here at Horses with Heart. You guys work with all kinds of participants, dealing with lots of challenges, including veterans, first responders, some kids with learning issues, emotional, social issues, mental health issues. Tell me about your mission here.
Well, our mission is to have people come to us and be the best they can be. So they learn independence, they learn skills, there's healing. So it is a wide variety of things people come here for, but those are among the most popular.
Well, I was just petting Rocky.
Yes.
That's the miniature.
Yes.
And I swear after 5 minutes I felt calmer, like I owe Rocky a copay.
Yes.
What happened with me and the horse?
So horses are our partners. They're our means to really get to know ourselves, and they reflect back to us our feelings. So if you're a little bit anxious, they are very good about saying, oh, that person is really anxious, and they will help you calm down. So you made a connection with him, there was a bond. So
At least for me. I don't know if it was mutual.
it usually happens with everybody.
Really?
To some extent. Now, there are some horses, some people are drawn to different horses, but generally, most of our horses are very relational, so it would be probably a thing that would happen with anyone.
And when you are working with participants who have some physical challenges, you have some help.
Yes.
Volunteers, so when a rider's on a horse that might be a little insecure up there, you've got a safety rider. Oh, hi, look who's coming.
They want to join us.
You guys want to be on
This is called
TV?
a join up. So they're coming over to investigate what's going on. So this is Cowboy.
Hi.
So he says, you have a brush here. Would you like to brush me?
Can I brush Cowboy?
Yes.
I'm going to let him smell me.
Yes.
Is there anything else I should be doing?
So no, that's smelling. Giving your hand like this, giving them a handshake and let
Cowboy,
them smell you is
do
the
you
best
smell-
way to say hello.
You smell my cats. And where would he like?
He would like it on his shoulder. So if you would come over here, he also he's very curious. So what else is in there?
Well, all cowboys have an adventurous spirit. You know, that's their whole thing.
So what you can do is just stroke
here.
gently. Yeah, he likes that. Well, he wants to play with the bucket right now.
And is grooming the horse like what we're doing therapeutic as well?
Yes. So most of our riders, if they're able, will come and groom their horses before they ride or before they participate in any of our other activities.
What's Cowboy doing now?
He's saying, well, I'm just kind of looking around to see if there might be something to eat.
Oh.
You know.
Should I have was it rude of me to show up without an apple or a sugar cube?
No, because we don't feed them treats until after the end of the day, and they're all back in their stalls.
Oh, Cowboy, you got to earn your copay.
That's right.
You don't just get it.
That's right. But
for being cute.
He was looking, though, wasn't he?
Definitely. Yeah. And are most of the facilitators here volunteers?
We have about 180 volunteers.
Wow. That's incredible.
And then we have 4 credentialed instructors who are currently teaching. We have 2 facilitators who are helping with the EAL program, and a bunch of directors. So I'm the EAL director, which is the Equine Assisted Learning director, and then Clarissa is the program director, so she's over all of our programs.
Talk to me about the effect of riding, because I've read that there's something about the rhythm of a horse's gait.
Right. So it mimics a person's walk.
Okay.
So a lot of our people that come that have some physical issues or even emotional or cognitive, it kind of reprograms their body so that it mimics the same way. So for instance, we have a rider with cerebral palsy, and that motion of the horse makes her relax, and then she gets that feeling in her it mimics that walking motion and helps her with her walking.
That's so beautiful, because even just grooming Cowboy, and earlier when I was with Rocky and when I've ridden horses, you do have to be deeply attuned to this other creature, and in doing that you're synchronizing.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
And that in itself is therapeutic, because you're making a connection.
And there's a heart connection. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but there's a program, it's called the Heart Math program. It's a scientific program, and they have studied that a horse can sense your heartbeat 10 feet away, and they'll start syncing with you.
So these guys are a little more than 10 feet, but
Probably,
maybe they're syncing.
They are syncing with each other, for sure.
This ranch is so beautiful. We should say we're in Chino Valley.
Correct.
And it's Horses with Heart. And I know that you work with participants as young as
4 for riding, so we do 4 through 80 plus. Our oldest rider is 86.
So if you're interested in riding or volunteering, how can people find out more?
Oh, they can go to our website, which is www.horseswithheartaz.org, or they can call us on our phone, which is 928-533-9178.
Thank you so much.
We're checking out a new steakhouse along Route 66 that will take you back to the heyday of the Mother Road.
Welcome. You are now watching the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix.
That's right. There's still so much more to come on the show.
Well, Team USA hockey forward Hillary Knight will play her 5th, Brad, her 5th Olympics at the 2026 Winter Games in Milan Cortina. That is next month.
I like it. She's the team's longest standing player and an inspiration to those who come after her. Brianna Hollis reports on her journey to Italy.
I think it's one of the coolest jobs, if you want to call it that, dream come true. The Olympics are so special and so magical, and they just have such a tremendous impact.
I'm Brianna Hollis, and I am at the iconic Olympic Center in Lake Placid, New York. This segment is about one of Team USA Hockey's ultimate leaders, Hillary Knight. Her teammates look up to her, her coaches look to her, and she is looking for another gold. What has it meant for you to be able to represent your country on the world stage?
Yeah, I think it's one of the coolest jobs, if you want to call it that, dream come true sort of in the world. The Olympics are so special and so magical, and they just have such a tremendous impact, not only on the competitors that are out there on, doing their sport, but just the country. So it's a huge honor to be able to represent your country on a world stage.
Now we're going to backtrack all the way to the beginning. How did you get involved in the sport?
I moved from California to Illinois and just started playing hockey or I guess skating first and then playing hockey when you see all the gear, but really just to meet other kids in the community. It's really hard when you're moving around a lot, and we moved around, and hockey became that constant in our family's life, and we're so grateful for the community.
What have you learned through being there for so many different games? Do the nerves get any
Doesn't get any easier. No, each Olympics is so different and unique, and you have unique challenges particular to that games and that event. So it's just being able to adapt and adjust and kind of go with the flow, but also, infuse that, while you're there. Sometimes you can forget that you are at the Olympics, and that's a pretty incredible feat in itself. And so just that thought should be a little bit more calming because, you've already accomplished a lot.
On the journey to Italy, I'm Brianna Hollis.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored on behalf of Miss Kitty's Steakhouse and Bar by the City of Williams.
All right, when you're hungry on Route 66, you don't want cute, you want a steak.
Exactly. Miss Kitty's Steakhouse in Williams. It's all about big portions, classic cuts, and no-nonsense flavor.
Yes, here's a taste of why people plan their road trips around it.
To get too fancy about Chef Paul's concept here at Miss Kitty's, but basically it's real food that you really want to eat.
Right. Yeah, so we tried to bring something to Williams that was a little different, not too over the top. We wanted something that recreates memories, something that brings you back to this is what a steakhouse should be, this is what the food should be, approachable prices, and still be with our demographic in our area. And to work as a team with the other restaurants so we can do this together as a community and provide more jobs.
I love that, and it also makes sense to have a nostalgic vibe because you're here on the Mother Road, Route 66, right? With all that history, and there's an old-timey feel. Like this steak dish, for example, seems like something you would have after a day of panning for gold, right?
Yeah. I don't know any rivers or lakes around here to pan for gold, but
Come on, go with me.
You can pan for gold here, and you get yourself a steak.
There you go. Tell me about the dish.
So we have a poblano mash, and we have our elote corn. It's a 24-ounce porterhouse. It's Newport Pride. It's a ranch company that we have a deal with. It's a beautiful steak. That's our rosemary garlic. And then here we have one of our best dishes, our smoked salmon dip spread.
I've been eyeballing and wondering what was the spread.
Yeah, it's smoked salmon. It's a beautiful spread. It's almost like a mousse more than a spread. Then we have catfish, and this is a big deal because everywhere I go, I get catfish, and it's just tiny little pieces.
Yeah.
I want it to be presentable. I want it to be on the plate. I want people to be able to see it, showcase it.
This is also like an old-timey saloon portion.
Right.
Like I'm going to be playing poker all night, drinking whiskey. Right. I need a big piece.
Yeah, and then we have one of our big sellers here, which is our barbecue pineapple salmon. It's just simple. It's like 10 ingredients, but 10 ingredients done right. Just put together. It really complements itself, and it's just a beautiful piece of fish.
And I know this is a steakhouse,
right?
But you say it should be more like a steak home.
Exactly. It should be something that's approachable because we're at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Right? And so you've got kids, you've got tourists. We want something for a little bit for everybody. We don't want to just be bourbon and steaks and bars and we want, families and people to be able to come here and actually enjoy what they're having.
But you did say bourbon. And I understand you know the bartender here?
I do.
A little bit?
Yeah.
And tell me about her.
Mindy, she's my beautiful wife, and yeah, she's amazing.
Look at you, you're blushing, Chef.
Yeah.
I will now throw it over to Brad at the bar with Mindy.
Teresa, that all looks good, but you're definitely going to want something to wash it down with. And Mindy, we're talking about the bar here at Miss Kitty's. Tell me a little about the bar, because you have everything here for those who want a cocktail or maybe just a little spritzer.
We have everything here, liquor, beer, wine, we have it all.
So I like that. And that's a big staple for Miss Kitty's because it is right here on Route 66. And what I love is that you kind of like have drinks for people and their adventures when they head out maybe to the Grand Canyon or somewhere like that. So the first one we have here, what's this one?
That is the Canyon Breeze, obviously named after the Grand Canyon. Yeah. It's got gin and orgeat and peach in it.
Oh, nice. Okay. This is a signature one here because this is named after the famous Miss Kitty's.
Yes.
So after having this, do you kind of like walk around looking pretty, or does the person who you're with look pretty?
The person you're with looks pretty.
Because what's in this one?
This one is cranberry and vodka.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make a lot of people look pretty with that one. That's funny. And then the signature one that you like to call also, and that's your margaritas.
Yes.
But this isn't your typical margarita. This is a Miss Kitty's Williams, Arizona kind of margarita.
This is our blood orange margarita with the tahini, which is a Southwest kick.
I love it. All right, let's pour that in there so we can see how awesome this is. And as you're pouring that, the hours of the restaurant and bar are?
4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
I like that. And do you need reservations?
You can make reservations on OpenTable or Google.
So that's the best way, or you can walk in.
Or you can walk in.
I like it. All right, let's remind people where you're located at as they're coming into town or maybe heading out of town.
Route 66.
That's it right there. I like it. There it is. All right, I like this. The drinks are good. Remember, check out Miss Kitty's here in Williams, Arizona.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored on behalf of Miss Kitty's Steakhouse and Bar by the City of Williams.
Coming up, see why college testing may set you apart on your college applications. That's next.
We're all about having fun, and we want you to come along with us. From dance trends to behind the scenes to a look at some must-try places in the Valley. And we want to share it all with you. Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram.
With college application deadlines throughout the month of January, students are weighing a critical choice: submit their test scores or just skip them. What should you do? I recently talked with Jim Wismer with the National Test Prep Association about the pros and cons. I'm so excited to talk to you about this, Jim. I have so many questions. My first is, in instances where submitting your test results is optional, who benefits from submitting and who should withhold?
Sure. So for any college in the country, you can look up their average test scores. Colleges publish this information, typically as a middle 50% range. And if you're above the bottom of that range, it's very clear that you should submit your test score and it's going to be an asset. If you're a little bit below that range, it typically still makes sense to submit your score. And then I would say if it's far below that college's, range of average students, that's the situation where you might consider withholding it.
That makes sense. Let's talk about PSATs. How can you use your PSAT score to prepare best for testing in spring?
Sure. So this works whether you took a PSAT or an official SAT or ACT in the fall. But essentially, you compare that score with the average score range for colleges that you're interested in. That will give you an idea of how much work you have ahead of you. I also recommend, if you took the SAT or PSAT, to try an ACT practice test. Or vice versa, if you tried the ACT, try an SAT practice test to compare. Colleges don't have a preference between these two tests. So you can submit the results from the one that you start with a higher score on. And that way you just give yourself a little leg up in this process.
Okay, here's a big question for you. Now we're in the age of AI. I don't think there are any high school students that are not using ChatGPT. So is testing the best AI-proof way to judge if a student is ready for college?
Yeah, so we're seeing many of the factors on a college application are in some way gameable with AI. Teachers across the country will tell you about the AI-related academic dishonesty they're seeing in the classroom. And then college essays, of course, can be written in part or in full by AI. Standardized testing, these tests that students take in a proctored environment, supervised and timed, this is one of the ways that colleges can get true information about a student's ability without the influence of AI at all. And the data supports that. Colleges show that the most predictive factor in how well a student will do freshman year in college, it's not their high school GPA, it's actually their SAT or ACT score.
So do you think that is because of AI?
It's because of grade inflation broadly. So grade inflation has been trending upwards in the United States since this data started being tracked in the mid-60s, where now 84% of college freshmen in America had at least an A- average in high school. So grades have become less predictive over time due to grade inflation. I think AI now is a small part of grade inflation, but this trend existed well before it.
Well, let's talk about the affordability of test prep. It's not something that everyone can afford, but the big, beautiful bill has actually impacted who can afford test prep. Tell me about that.
Sure. So one of the big changes that happened in July was that the 529 plan, so these are college saving plans that have tax advantages, they were changed from college saving plans to more broadly based education savings plans. Now you can use funds set aside in a 529 plan to pay for things like your registration for the SAT or ACT, or even private tutoring for the tests.
This is such great information. Where can parents, grandparents, teenagers go for more info?
Sure. So if you go to nationaltestprep.org, you'll be able to see our member directory there. You can type in your location and look for members local to your area. We also have a blog with various information about the tests. So I would start there for sure.
They still use the number 2 Ticonderosa, or now it's all computer? Do I need my pencil?
So the SAT you take on a computer these days. You can still use a pencil and scratch paper, though. The ACT, students have the option to take it on computer or digitally. I actually recommend students take the ACT on paper. Our experience shows that students are slower on the computer-based version of the ACT. So you can do the test faster on paper. I won't get into the gritty details of that, but it is an advantage for students to test on paper for the ACT, and you still must use a number 2 pencil.
I love my number 2 pencils, okay? I just nerded out so hard. Thank you so much. I just learned a lot, Jim. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Coming up, from buttermilk to apple to Dutch babies, who knew there were so many kinds of pancakes? Lexi will show us all of the different kinds next.
And coming up, want to know what's airing tonight on CW7 Arizona? It all kicks off with Family Feud and The Big Bang Theory. Then it's our action-packed CW primetime with the next generation of WWE wrestling. That's at 7. Then finish out the night with some more Big Bang Theory and back-to-back episodes of Young Sheldon. Tune in tonight, all starting at 4 p.m.
Well, pretty much kind of like our correspondent doesn't really eat anything at all. She doesn't really, but she got a lot of tough assignments today, didn't she? No, I'm just kidding.
What was the first thing? She was on the macaron beat.
Macarons beat.
And now it's pancakes. Take a look at her doing all the heavy lifting with her fork at the original Pancake House.
There really is no better place to enjoy some delicious breakfast than the original Pancake House, and with me is Megan, the new owner. Tell me a little bit about the history of this place.
That's been around since 1953. It originated in Portland, Oregon, which that's our franchisors now. There's about close to 130 locations through the United States. There's some in Canada, some in Korea, Japan.
Oh, wow.
Goes all around. This particular location came about in 1988.
That's
so it's
amazing.
been up and running since 1988. Looks the same feel, same food.
And what made you want to come and buy this location and keep it going for everyone here at Scottsdale?
Oh man, this place is a legend. It's gonna go on for years and years to come. We just love the food, love the energy, love the customers. It's just great. The customers are always great.
And of course, as you mentioned, the customers, we also see on the walls around us there are signatures. Can you tell me a little bit about how that came to be?
Oh, so that was before my time how it started, but it started off with a bunch of NBA stars, football stars, all sorts of athletes. They would just come in and sign the wall, and since then it's become little 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 90-year-olds just wanted to come in and put their name on, have a little bit of history here with us.
That's adorable, and there's so many cute pictures of like eggs and bacon, of course, because it's breakfast time. But speaking of all that delicious food, we have some of your guys' well-known food in front of us.
Yes.
Can you take me through some of what we're seeing?
Absolutely. So these right here are called the 49er flapjacks. They're just really, really thin. It's made out of Swedish batter. This right here is called the apple pancake. So it's a twice baked German batter pancake. This one right here is called the Dutch baby. It is also German batter. We twice bake it and it just kind of blows up in the
It looks
oven.
delicious.
And these are our oven baked omelets, which is we only use cracked eggs.
That's like the fattest omelet I've ever seen.
I'm
that has to
telling
be
ya.
stacked with protein.
I am telling you.
That's amazing.
Straight cracked eggs, and we bake it. Comes out delicious. There's a bunch of different options.
I can't wait
for
to dive
baking.
into that.
I
And then,
can't
of
wait
course,
for
you have your regular pancakes.
Buttermilk pancakes, absolutely the best of the best. You can't get any better. And then we also have our syrup here. We have 5 different kinds of syrup, but this is our maple syrup, and we make all our syrups in-house.
That's amazing. And so you guys also have this that goes with the...
Right, this goes with the Dutch baby.
Okay.
Yep, powdered sugar, butter, lemons. Just
Best way to
squeeze
enjoy
it on
Okay.
here and dive right in.
Okay, let's get into that. We're gonna squeeze this on because that's how I want to enjoy it.
Yes.
Oh wow, look at that. Looks amazing. What is your favorite dish that you guys offer here?
Ooh, I love the omelets.
Okay.
It's hard to say because there's so many, but I love the omelets. I love the eggs Benedicts. Anything with the chorizo, it's delicious, of course. And we make our salsa and pico de gallo from scratch. So
okay, so I'm gonna order the
everything's
whole menu so
Do it.
everyone knows. That's what we're gonna order. And if someone wants to also come and order off this amazing menu, where are you guys located?
6840 East Camelback Road, which is Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay.
We're right next door to the Motel 6, which is crazy.
It's adorable. It has its authentic front. You can't miss it. So come on down, enjoy some delicious pancakes, breakfast, and even an amazing omelet. And you can always go to cw7az.com for more information. We're gonna now, let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay. Pull these pancakes closer to me.
Coming up, Northern Arizona is a hotbed of antique shopping, and we'll take you to one in Camp Verde next. Oh, hey, listen, when you come to Camp Verde, you step back in time. And there's a place that you can step back in time with antiques. It's called Sweet Pea Antiques. And Pat is the owner. How are you, Pat?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
I had to because, you know, I travel this way when I go camping. I never stop here, but I always see it on the side of the road, and I want to. And now I walked in. This is a gold mine of antiques. How long has this been here?
Well, the building's been here for a long time. It's been this kind of a store for about 20 years.
Yeah, and then you actually saw the need to keep this store going, so you guys bought it, right?
Right at the beginning of COVID, when it looked like we might have to close, my husband and I, decided retirement wasn't really what we wanted to do, and we bought the store.
Oh my goodness, this is such amazing pieces through here, and I'm seeing things that I remember as a kid, like, look at this, pencil sharpener, oh yeah. But Pat, I also noticed that there's some things that are very unique that I'm like, what do they do like this here?
Well, what do you think it does?
Well, at first I thought it was a can opener, because I've seen those kind of like where they've been there, or even a can sealer. But I don't know. I see 2 little fingers should not go in there. Or do
I
they go
don't
in there?
think so.
Okay,
no,
what
I
is
don't
this?
think so. Well, much to my surprise, because I didn't know what it was when I first saw it either, this is a green bean slicer. You put your green beans in there and turn the handle, and it comes out in little slices.
Oh my goodness. That's what's so great about coming in the store, is that you do get to see some amazing antiques and some pieces, especially big pieces like this. And this is very unique in a way.
This is one of my favorite pieces. This is unique because there's not a nail or a screw in the whole building. It's all dowels, and it comes completely apart, can be transported very easily in pieces and then put back together. without having to use a hammer, a nail, or a screw.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's gorgeous.
How big is this place? Because I got lost.
Well, it's about 8,500 square feet of retail space, and then we have about a 2,500 square foot warehouse hooked to it, where we keep things that we don't have room for in here.
Wow. Okay. You talk about not having room for it, but there's lots of rooms, individual rooms here, because this isn't all your antiques, are they?
No, God. No. We have 32 different vendors that rent spaces from us. Some of those vendors rent part of the warehouse too, because they don't live here. And so if something sells out of their booth, we can go into the warehouse and pull something out of their space and put it in. But yeah, we have 32 vendors and a few consigners.
And I understand, like, I'm looking, I see corners, and then also I see, like, cabinets too, right?
Right.
And can people still actually get a spot here? Say, for instance, someone wants to come up from the valley with their antiques, or can they still do things here?
We have a long waiting list and very little turnover. Very little, because people get in here and they, rather than wanting to go in and out, they want to increase their spaces. So if something becomes available, our vendors that we already have here get first choice, and they'll go to 2 booths or 3 and like that. So.
Okay, let me ask you, what is the craziest thing that you've seen as an antique in here?
Oh gosh. Gosh. You know, some of the things I'm most surprised at the large, high prices they bring, are old toys. Little old wind-up toys. Yeah. The little old the ones that have a little key, and then they'll roll all over the floor, and they may be over 100 years old. Wow. And they're still going, really, really strong.
What is the coolest thing that you have in here right now? What would you say? I mean, where would you?
There's so many things. We have some chandeliers hanging in the big back room. There's a really cool white and blue chandelier that should, with gold trim and everything, should be in a hotel.
Oh my goodness.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
All right, Pat,
there's a lot of things.
Before we go any further, I got to go back because I saw something that is very important to history. So coming back this way, and people won't realize this, but this was actually the first Apple computer right here.
Yes.
And this is, I want to be careful with this because let me get it out, and it's heavy as anything. A typewriter.
It's a typewriter.
This is a typewriter.
It's a typewriter.
A 1935 vintage typewriter. This is amazing.
It is. We have a couple collectors that come from California to look at our typewriters here nearby. And I'll tell you a funny little thing that Taylor Swift apparently just came out with a new song that says something about every girl needs a typewriter. And that same week it came out, we sold 2.
Sold 2. Yeah. Well, now they have more for you to get here with that. Pat, this is awesome. Okay, what are the store hours?
We are open 10 to 5 every day, 11 to 5 on Sunday. Every day. We close Christmas and Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, we're here.
There you go. Pat, thank you very much for showing me off.
You are so welcome.
It's Sweet Pea Antiques. You got to check it out right as you get off the highway coming in to Camp Verde. Okay, let me go back this way and check out some things I shouldn't be getting. So.
All right.
We're so glad that you're watching CW7 Arizona today. Be sure to check us out online as well. See the trending stories that you need to know, program information, and so much more. It's all good over on CW7AZ.com.
Want to know what's airing tonight on the CW7 Arizona? It all kicks off with Family Feud and The Big Bang Theory. Then it's our action-packed CW Primetime with the next generation of WWE Wrestling. That's WWE NXT at 7. Then finish out the night with some more Big Bang Theory and back-to-back episodes of that boy genius, no, not Michael Petrie, but young Sheldon. All right here on the CW7 AZ.
I love that show. That is our show for today. We want to say thank you for joining us tomorrow. See how to update your home for the new year by incorporating the color of the year.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what that is all about. Plus, we'll see a new home that's on the market and our Property Pulse series.
And a musical performance from local brother-sister band Dorsten.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. And for more information on what we talked about during this show or any show, head on over to the CW7AZ.com.
Have a great day. Thanks again for being with us this morning. We'll see you back here tomorrow, at 9 a.m. Get your coffee and join us. We're just going to hang out. Going to have a good time.
All right, I like it. There you go. Bye.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by Manda's Max Bakery, City of Williams, Miss Kitty's Steakhouse and Bar, Bonafide Health, Belvita, Robitussin, and Eggland's Best.